What's up, you guys? Anna from Growth in God, sharing my journey from New Age spirituality to Christianity. And I just got done with a workout, have some interesting things to share. So straight up, I have been lurking around some New Age circles as well as some political circles. And a lot of the things I have seen is a lot of fighting. And in the New Age circles, they actually believe that they can go outside and that we are being oppressed and our rights are taken away. This is actually also what a lot of conservatives believe, conservatives in the US and Canada. I'm just telling it how I see it. I have no on any side, except for I'm not New Age, but I'm not on any of these sides. I'm just explaining what I'm seeing. So a lot of New Agers think that we are being oppressed by some higher power and that the collective is being pushed down so that they don't wake up, and we need to wake up, rebel, fight for our rights because all of our rights are going to be taken away from us, and we will be enslaved as a population. So that's the New Age belief. It's very, very similar to the conservative belief, except for there's no spirituality involved and no higher power and all of this, dark forces and stuff. So the conservatives are very, very similar. They do think that their rights are being taken away. They do refuse to wear masks. Vice President of the US refuses to wear a mask. All other world leaders, like the President of Taiwan, wears one. Justin Trudeau, Prime Minister of Canada, advocate staying at home. Many other world leaders are banded together with, stay-at-home orders, wearing a mask to protect against if you're sick. What Justin says, speaking moistly on other people when you're sick. That was a faux pas of his, but he still does believe that the mask, as he says, medical experts say that the mask prevents you from your droplets just being interspersed everywhere if you're sick. And we don't have symptoms for several weeks, so it's a little bit dicey. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that I was doing a little reading, and that, did you know that in 1918, when the Spanish flu came out and there was a whole pandemic, people were protesting masks then, thinking that our rights are being taken away. So it's kind of funny that everything that's happening now already happened in 1918. I think that people need to read a little bit of history because we're repeating it and we don't know it. We can get a lot of cliff notes just by reading that history. And back then, they closed the churches down. People were forced to stay home, quarantine, wear masks. But then again, the incubation period for the Spanish flu is not the same as the coronavirus, COVID-19 actually, because common cold is another coronavirus. Coronavirus is just a type. But what I've been seeing straight up is that New Agers believe that, our rights are being taken away. I believe that this is a gift and we're missing the gift. And I believe that whatever God gives us, we take it as a gift. And we need to find the blessing in whatever happens, because He's allowing this to happen in this world. He's sovereign. He's allowing everything. So why not see it as a gift? Because it probably is. You could see a gift in everything. And the gift here is, the medicine here is that we need to stay home. And this is just what I believe, and this is just what I've seen and truly, in history, and truly feel is true. This is not about medicine or about spirituality. It's about, I guess, psychology. Because a really, really good way to live your life is to see the blessing in everything. I guess you can see that as spiritual as well. But the way to get out of really difficult situations is to see what is the blessing in it. And I believe that we're supposed to stay home now, not just because history showed that we did in 1918, but because this is a gift for us to analyze our lives and analyze what is most important to us. Because even if you're an essential worker, stay at home means that you go out to work and you come home. And you don't go out to a bar, you don't go out clubbing, you don't go to the library. You go home and you pray and you meditate. And of course, for Christians out there, there is Christian meditation and contemplation. There's some videos I made about that. But you do the work at looking at yourself. In the Bible, Jesus says, before you take the splinter out of your brother's eye, remove the log from yours. He's telling you to look at yourself. This is what we're doing. We're looking at ourselves. And if you're an essential worker and you don't like it, you have all the power to change your life. All you have to do is ask yourself, what can I do right now with the skills I have to change my life? If I'm a nurse and I'm going to treat people, I either signed up for this knowing this and I do it with joy, like the Bible teaches us, especially in James, the book of James, to consider it all joy, even in your trials and tribulations, to do your duty with joy. That makes you an excellent person. Christianity has a lot of profound tips that many people don't notice. So, and if you're a nurse, go to work joyfully. And if it's not what you want to do, that is the gift. The gift of this virus is telling you, hey, I'm not meant to be a nurse. I want to be something else. And when you have that realization, using your talents and your life purpose, then you take action to move towards that purpose. But if this whole virus didn't come, you never would have gotten that gift. You never would have gotten that message. And also, just because you're working every day doesn't mean that you should just sit there and complain. The Jews complained through walking through, after they were saved from Egypt, they were complained walking through the desert 40 years. God got a little bit angry, So the lesson is, it's all over the Bible too. If you don't like where you are, be grateful first, and then take some steps to ameliorate it. Take some steps where you want to go. This is a gift. You're staying inside, you're thinking about your life. And if you aren't an essential worker, this is a gift. If you don't have a job right now, what do you want to do? How are you going to improve your skill set now? How are you going to take this freedom that you might not have any other time in your life and connect with the people you never had time to connect with, and that includes yourself. Because this is going to be over before you know it. And our rights are not going to be taken away. The freedom of our thinking will never be taken away. We can always see the good and the gratitude in whatever we have, because God gave us this life and it's holy and it's beautiful. And there's no reason for us not to find the beauty in it no matter where we are. What else do I want to say? Yeah, so just find the gift in this situation, because I guarantee it, when you come out of this situation, you're going to miss it. And you're going to miss the time you had. Even if you're a worker now, you're not doing nearly as much of the things that you used to do. You're not hanging out with friends. You're not going, to the park or like a theme park. You're not going to a club. You have this time. And even if you're with family that you can't stand, maybe it's a gift as well. Maybe it's your chance to figure out and heal all of those childhood traumas that you might have and learn how to deal with somebody who thinks differently than you. Maybe it's a time to analyze how we respond to other people and respond to them with love instead of criticism. People that don't think the same as you. People who just spew cuss words at politicians instead of sending a rational thought comment to their message. People who dismiss other people because they believe another thing as idiots, name calling, contempt, these are not things that God gives us. He does not give us these things. So whenever you're on Twitter and you are cussing at someone who does not believe the same things that you believe, or giving name calling, that's not of God, that's of the devil. Those are angry thoughts. The fruit of the Spirit is joy and kindness. So this is a test. It's not just a test, but it's a gift. And it's a gift to find joy in your life no matter what, and to consider all of your trials and tribulations joy. And to look at yourself. And to grow in emotional maturity and empathy. To grow in love. So, with that, I'm going to end this video here. I hope you guys have a wonderful week and that you are doing well and safe and healthy and happy. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Peace be with you.